Spencer, your thoughts on the draw? Was it a good point?
I think it was a cracking game of football, a fantastic game of football, and we deserved at least a point, and which is great to stop the rot. And you saw the confidence just flood back into us. I thought it was almost end to end, two sides trying to play some football, and on a difficult pitch you saw players falling over regularly. It's a very wet pitch, and I thought the character we showed in the second half, it's two goalkeeping errors that have put us behind. I thought again we could have let heads drop. I thought the substitutions which were forced due to injuries, which everything goes against you. I thought the character in the second half, and when Pagey got the equaliser, you just saw the confidence flood back into him, and the save that the keeper's made, the PRE end there, I'm right behind that, and that is absolutely world-class save. And Pagey, the confidence comes flooding back. And then just there at the end, we're really playing with 10 men, because poor Harry's had, well, we think an elbow as the guys ran past him. He's definitely got some a cut to the eye, and we're really playing with 10 men. He can't see out the eye, and they've had set pieces in stoppage time, and we've had one cleared off the line. So cracking game of football. I think a point overall was probably about right, and I was just relieved that we got at least the point, because I think if we hadn't got anything today, that would have been really hard to take, because I thought we were superb at times on a fantastic game for the fans who turned up.
You mentioned the subs, a few forced changes. How are Michael Richards and Harry Grant?
Michael Richards has had to go to hospital, so that's always a concern. Harry Grant, as I said, has got a cut to the eyeball, so that's another concern. So again, today it's taking its toll. We didn't expect to get Pagey through 90 minutes. We wouldn't have normally let him get through 90 minutes, but he gritted through it. You saw Reece Breckles was really struggling as well, and young Roman, who's turned up, he has not played that level of football for some time, and was really blowing for himself, even though he only came on halfway through. So fingers crossed, but yeah, it's hard, but I think we should concentrate and focus on fantastic performance, and we tried to pass the ball at times throughout the game, and had some great chances, as I said, and at both ends. It was a really good game of football.
You travel to Bath next. You lost 3-1 today. What are your thoughts going into that game?
Well, they're one of the form sides in the league. They're a fantastic footballing side, there's no question about it. Adi down there and Archie, they really preach the passing game, which I'm fully supportive of. Of course, they've got a massive game on Saturday against North Ferriby, so we'll be doing our best to help them in that, but in the same breath we'll be desperate to get some more points. Very difficult game. Again, we've got to drive. We don't have the budget to coach, so we've got to get the lads together, which we'll do. But I think today has just been a massive boost to end that rot, to start scoring again, and to look dangerous again. I thought Roman, when he came on, looked a real threat. I thought Reece Breckles today, and you just saw when Pagey scored, as I said, the confidence has come flooding back. So we're in it. The games around us Saturday have been, I think, all square pretty much, except for Staines. So we are as we are, and we've had a very difficult game. And let's not forget, Hemel are literally the form side in the division. They've just hit 6 away at Weston, beaten Gosport, 3-0 up in an aborted game at home to Wealdstone. So let's take nothing away from us, and know it's a very difficult game at Bath. I'm certainly not going to try and guess their side, because I know previously he's changed players and rested players, but we won't take that. He may play his whole team, and we know that will be a very difficult game, and it's a long way to go, but we'll go with renewed positivity. We're desperately trying to bring an extra couple of players in, so that will continue. I said we wouldn't panic to bring them in, but we do need a couple of numbers, not changes, numbers, and I'll continue that work, and we'll see where we are.
Thank you. Well done today, Spencer.
Cheers.